what we did a little before the break. So you have this already as notes. I'm going to post this on Google Classroom as a reference. You do not need to copy this down. Let me just talk about it a little bit. I'm going to do 2 practice problems, and then I'm going to post your worksheet for your homework/classwork, okay?
We don't have to take notes today.
No notes today because this is nothing new. You have these notes already from before.
Mr. Tobin,
Yes, Ethan.
can I go to the bathroom?
Go ahead, man. You don't have to ask me when I'm on Zoom. All right. So let me just talk
Wait,
about the
Mr.
couple
Tobel,
of
I'm filling
things.
in for Ethan right now, okay?
Okay, no problem. So in this situation, we have a couple of rules that we went over before the break. First rule is the multiplication rule. When you multiply 2 of the same base, so same base here, you add the exponents. So in the multiplication, you add the exponents. The opposite is true. If you're dividing, usually we show it as a fraction, so a over x divided by a over y. You would subtract the exponents. Power to the power, so you have a power on top of another power, that's going to be multiplication. So that's going to be multiplication. Now, power of a product, what is occurring here is that because they're being multiplied, you're allowed to distribute the power to everything. So then a of x gets it and b of x gets it. This is also true for the power of a fraction rule. These both let you distribute, okay? These both here lets you distribute. So you could distribute the exponent to everything here. This one we don't need to worry about, fractional exponents. 0 exponent, anything, and I mean anything, no matter how large the number, no matter how crazy the equation is, to the 0 power ends up becoming a 1. So this just becomes 1. And the last part is the negative exponents. The negative exponents, all it does is it moves it down to the denominator if it started in the numerator, or it could do the reverse. It'll start in the denominator and move up to the numerator. So it could either start at the bottom here, or you could have a separate question where you have 1 over a to the negative x, and that would equal, you move it back up to a to the x. Okay? So those are the rules that we went over in detail before the break. I want to go over 2 problems, so if you have to write anything down, write these down. And the second one was so we're going to go over 2 problems, and I'm going to give you your assignment. So the first problem, in green, 3x to the second times 2x to the fifth, that's being risen to the 5th power, or to the 2nd power. So the first thing you're going to do in PEMDAS, if you remember PEMDAS, the first thing you do is exponents. So what we're going to do is distribute the exponent to here and here. So the 3x squared stays the same, but our new set inside the exponent is 2 squared, and 2 squared is 4. So I'm going to actually put the actual number 4. And then x, this is x to the 5th power to the 2nd power. When you have a power to a power, you multiply the powers. So that's going to be x to the 10. erase this little thing so I have space. After I get 3x squared and 4x to the 10, what I'm going to do is multiply them to each other. Normal numbers multiply normally. So 3 times 4, it's just a normal number. 3 times 4 is 12. X to the second times x to the 10, multiplying numbers with the same base have different, you add the exponents. So x to the second plus x to the 10th will be x to the 12th. So your final answer for the first one will be 12x to the 12. Remember, you multiply normal numbers normally, and then you're going to add the exponents when you multiply them. Any questions on the first one? All right. Second one, 18x to the third, y to the fifth, z to the negative second, over 6x to the fifth, y to the negative fourth, z to the third. What we're going to do is one piece at a time. So let's do the normal numbers first. 18 over 6. 18 over 6 can be reduced to 3 over 1 if you divide 6 out of both of them. So it's going to be 3 over 1. Next section, x to the third divided by x to the fifth. X to the third divided by x to the fifth. When you divide exponents, you subtract it. So 3 minus 5 is going to be x to the negative second. Next one, y to the fifth divided by y to the negative fourth. That's going to be 5 minus negative 4. Double negative means positive. So that's the same thing as 5 plus 4. So that's going to be y to the 9th.
How did you get 3?
3 over 1.
Yeah.
If you take out a 6
Oh,
out
yeah.
of both of these,
Yeah.
you'll get
I got
18
it.
divided by 6 is 3. And then the last one, z to the negative 2 divided by z to the 3. So that's negative 2 minus 3. Negative 2 minus 3, that's going to become a bigger negative because you're going deeper. So z to the negative 5th. So that'll be negative 5. And this will be z to the negative 5th. Now, when it comes to moving things up and down, what you need to do is you only move down the ones that are negative exponents. The only ones that have negative exponents is the x to the negative 2 and the z to the negative 5. So on top, 3 and y to the 9th did not move. So it's going to be 3y to the 9th on top. On bottom, x to the negative 2 becomes positive. So it's x to the positive 2. And z to the negative 5th goes down. It's going to be positive z to the 5th. So we have 3y to the 9th over x to the second, z to the 5th. Any questions on that second question right here? There's nothing else we could combine, nothing else we could simplify, so we're done there. Tara, what's up?
Would you take points off if you still added the 1 by accident or something like that?
Like you put a 1 right here? No, I would not take points off.
Yeah.
Okay. It is true there's a 1 there. You just don't need to show it, but it's not wrong to show it. Okay. Anyone else has any questions?
Yeah, wait. Why do we move the x and z to the bottom, but not the y?
Now, we move the x and z to the bottom because they both have negative exponents. And what we don't like to have is negative exponents. That's the way we make it. Okay.
How did you get to the bottom? X to the second, z to the 5th.
So you see how it was x to the negative 2 on top? So when you
Yeah.
bring it down, it just becomes a positive 2. And z to the negative fifth on top, when you bring it down, it becomes positive
I
5.
see.
So it keeps the same number. You don't actually do any math in that sense. You just make it positive. Okay. All right. So what I'm clicking on to assign right now, let me make it do tomorrow, is your homework, which is going to be a practice quiz. I am not grading it on if it's right or wrong. I'm just grading if you complete it. I'm posting it right now. Or it should be posted right now. You might have got the notification. It says it's due tomorrow at the end of class. Remember, you will not lose credit if you submit it before the next test. Now, the next test, I believe, is going to be next week, either Wednesday or Thursday. I will send you a status. I'll send you I'll put it on Google Classroom once.
You leave a test next week?
We're going to have a test next week
Yay.
because we have 7.1 to 3 already done.
Being serious? Did you
Yeah, I'm
just
being
say?
serious.
No, I'm joking. You think I want to test?
Oh,
Oh.
you sounded completely serious, please.
I'm a great actress. What can I say? Put me on Broadway.
Great. Anyway, guys.
Wait, we have a test next week.
You said that before.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't want to
We have
like
a
move
test?
it a little
Yeah, we
further.
got a test.
I'm being
When?
I'm gonna come back.
When do we have a
I'll
test?
post it when I got the exact date.
No, I'm gonna fail this.
You're not gonna fail this.
I don't know this.
Tobo, I don't really know it.
Fair.
Yeah, Mr. Toba, I think we should just
Come
like,
back.
Craig's been at home for a month. He doesn't know math.
Look at
Tobo,
Craig.
I don't really know this
I've
at
been
all.
home for like
And
3
Brand
months.
just joined our class. He moved down for some reason.
But he already went over
this.
Ask him, actually. He's the master.
Yeah.
Kurt,
Right now, Josh is ditching. You're gonna get him in trouble.
This isn't
Brand,
easy.
if you don't get an 100 on this test, I can't talk to you
It's just
anymore.
Tobo, it's just so hard. I don't know anything.
Wow, Brand.
All
It
right.
wasn't me. Not
Brad,
my.
you're getting clown.
Josh is ditching. Get
It's
him
all
out.
so confusing because it all like is the same exact thing.
I mean, there's different rules that have different situations that occur. So
But like
you just have to
they
learn
all
that.
like
I agree that we should have this test, but only if we don't learn anything new. We
It's
just
the
have this stuff.
rules. The
You push it off
We're
to the
gonna
week
learn.
after.
rules.
We're gonna learn something very small to add to it, and then we'll get to.
Mr. Tobo, I'm gonna fail. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. It's so hard.
Guys, you throw yourself down too much.
It's so hard. I don't
Every
know.
time, and you do great on the
Shank,
test.
show your
Don't
face.
sweat it.
No.
Wait, Mr. Tobo.
What's up?
When are you giving up a study guide? Or did you give it?
I'm gonna post it Friday. Okay.
Someone is not on mute.
Can we leave to do the worksheet?
Oh yeah, I posted a worksheet. You guys are free to go. Stay on if you have any questions
Mr.
for
Tobo,
me.
it's just so hard.
Can you like go up just like so I could take a picture of your
I'm about
notebook?
to post this page right after. So. either
Oh,
way.
with the notes on it?
Yeah, with the
Alright.
notes on.
Thank you.
Oh,
Have a
okay,
nice day.
great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you, Mr. Tobo. Mr. Tobo,
Fair.
I still don't get this so well.
You want to do some random practice, or you want to open up the worksheet and we can start doing some problems there?
Don't care.
All right, let's open up or I'll put the worksheet up here so we can both see it at the same time. It's on this one. Okay. So.
I don't know. I always get confused.
All right. Do you see the quiz 1? It says quiz 1.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then I'm gonna have to turn on annotation for this. Let's talk about this one. 8 to the second power times 8 to the third power. Now, in that situation, there's the rule is they have to have the same base before you could do anything. Do they have the same base, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we could do what to the exponents?
Add them.
Add them. So this is going to be
So
8
it's
to the
8
what
to
power?
the 5th.
8 to the 5th.
Fifth.
Good. All right. 2, same situation. The base in this case is -3. That's okay. The base does not change when you do these stuff, okay? So what is your
So
answer?
is it
Go ahead.
Is it -3 to the 6th?
-3 to the 6th. Good. All right. What would I do in this one?
Wouldn't you like simplify the 6 to the 3 and then I don't know. Is it 6 to the 8th?
No, this one is not two bases being multiplied. This is an exponent to an exponent. Exponent to exponent, you do what to each
So
other?
6 to the 15th?
15th, good, you multiply. All right, what about this
And
one?
-2 to the 10th?
Excellent. Now this one, I have to explain it. They want you to distribute it. That's not very clear. Usually we would multiply first and then do the exponent. But they just want you to distribute it to show that you could distribute it. So it's going to be
16 to the 4th times
times.
7 to the 4th.
Good. All right, this one, you have three things. If you don't see a exponent, what exponent number can we guess it is?
1.
1. So what are you doing since you're multiplying the same base over?
So it's 4 to the 9th.
9, good. Number 7?
Is it 9 to the 7th?
9 to the 7th. Nice.
You subtract them.
You subtract them. Perfect. And then tell me what you're going to do for this one.
Then you have 2 to the 15th on top.
Good.
Over 2 to the 3rd.
Uh-huh.
And that equals 2 to the 5th.
No, you don't divide it. When you do a division, if multiplication causes adding, then division would cause what?
Multiplying. No. Subtracting.
Subtracting. So you would do
To the
15
12.
minus 12. So 2 to the 12, okay? I'm going to leave these for you to practice. The answers is on the other page,
Okay.
okay?
Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Have a wonderful day.
You too.